Greetings, Keechlings. Keechmarm here with my live reaction of Undead Unluck, Chapter 54. Okay, just like with other recent videos, I got a job. So my schedule is a lot of just wacky, so sorry for inconvenience. I'll still try to keep videos up as quickly as I can get them, and yeah. But anyway, so last chapter, I have to correct myself. Thank you for the comment. That was not like little springs, like little spawns. Those were all summer. And this is taking place in Taiwan because, that's where that team of Union, set off to go fight summer. So, yeah. I don't know. It looked like one that spring did. It was my fault. But anyway, let's get into it. Okay, nice color cover. We got Juiz and Billy, where they're doing their meetup in the snow. Lit up by burning, or burn, or whatever its name is. The Yuma, which it's just a head, which I still find weird. Anyway, the title is Hope. Okay. Let's see. Have any black tea, Billy? Sorry, I'm a coffee guy. And there's his little cyborg buddy. Tella, give me some space. Tella? Okay. Is your first name Nah? But anyway, are you sure about this? She's highly capable, isn't she? You'll just get used by her injustice. Yes, sir. Okay, so, you can just apparently move that little hearing device, whatever, all around you. A companion from your mercenary days. Yeah, he was our radio man. Good at his job. He's apparently become one with it. He puts Yukio and I forget the name of Stanley's radio or radar man in Dr. Stone. He puts both of them to shame. He followed me without me even asking. He's the first member of Under. I see. How did you know I was here? Right, well, this is where... Oh my god, it's winter. Winter is after all. This is where winter is after all. Okay. So, burn is probably the best to go up against winter, so, yeah. I assume burn is effective against winter. And it's going... Rrr. Does it have an eye? Or is it just closed? Yeah, I think I do see the pupil. It's just kind of like... Rrr. Therefore, you could kill winter anytime you'd like. Back then, you prioritized ARK. Okay, when he, betrayed them over the reward. That made your next move clear. All you would need to do is just keep watch here. To ensure winter's the last remaining Yuma in our conquest of the Four Seasons. Winter would be our hostage. Or your hostage, sorry. And then, when we got to see all of them for the first time. I'm very thirsty. And in the end, you propose this deal. If I go ahead and kill Winter, you guys won't be able to get the reward since you don't have the round table. If you want the reward, trade the ARK for the round table. Sound about right? He's just kind of like, I guess she's got me. If you're here after figuring all that out, that must mean you're here to trade. No, not quite. I've come to talk. Will you join forces with us once more? You think that's possible now? It doesn't really seem it, but then again, we had, Rip and Lotla and Bunny join up for, a mission, so there's hope. Maybe that's the reason for the title. We have the same goals. I'm sure we can work out a compromise somehow. The reward is absolutely essential to you and me, since... Ooh, look at these artifacts. That one looks like a shield. That's the timer ball thing. There's the gun. I don't know what the heck that is. There's the pin. There's a sword. A blowpipe. Okay, and then there's Rip's legs. And there's the orb that they took from Akira. All of the artifacts gained as rewards are weapons crafted by God to defeat God. That's kind of stupid. It's like, I made weapons that could kill me. What could go wrong? But anyway. I mean, it makes one sense if it like a pantheon of gods, and then like one of them goes off the deep end and becomes like the big bad or something. So then the other gods start to conspire against them, obviously. So then they start crafting god slayer weapons, and then present them to somebody or use them themselves. If bylaws of divinity are like, gods cannot kill gods, so we will send the little mortal man. Here's a sword. It feasts on the blood of the divine, and gains its strength. Kind of deal. That's usually how it goes. But anyway, ellipses. That's news to me. I simply assume we've been battling with tools made by a super ancient civilization. And I think Radiohead over here is listening to all of that. So why did you keep this from us? Where did you come to learn that tidbit? It's because I've seen the world 1 billion times. It's information I could only gather by writing ARK. Okay, I was right. It made the most sense, so yeah. However, I couldn't divulge it since it was keeping ARK's existence a secret. You're only piquing my interest in the ARK even more. Quit leaving me hanging and cut to the chase. It's reached its limit. Oh, no. ARK is almost out of energy. Oh my god, do the artifacts run out of power eventually? Oh god. Which, I guess that makes sense given how many times she's used it, and you start thinking of the accumulation of time there. Yeah, that probably makes sense. All the others, they haven't really been able to be used that much, so they would still have power if they're all powered and have energy. It might be capable of one more trip back, but it's not guaranteed. The next time we fail, that's it. We lose for good. Okay, so we're on the, just the final redo. Do. You gonna rewind the time, and hope you don't fuck up again. But anyway, ellipses. ARK's a one-seater? Yes. And you're not lying. I swear upon all that's just. I could hand ARK over to you, but you'd never be able to reach this stage on your first try. Seeing how we're at the end of our ropes, I think that the best thing to do right now is to work together. Yes. Refreshing. Why didn't you tell any of us? What did she just get done telling you? It kept the ARK secret. Don't you think that if you hadn't tried to bear this burden alone, things might have turned out different? Also, the fact that she rewinds things with ARK anyway, like just telling people, probably wouldn't change much in the grand scheme of things, because then you would basically have to tell them over and over and over again, unless the whole, unpower, kind of thing, like actually what is it called? What are they called? D something. Why can't I remember their names? But unless they can somehow retain that information, even though they've essentially been reborn, so that would be kind of weird. I guess it would just be accumulated innate knowledge, kind of like when you breed Pokemon and they learn moves that their parents had. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but logic of the series. But anyway. Let's see. Don't you think that if you hadn't tried to bear this burden alone, things might have turned out differently? There was just one person who knew. However, they tried to take my life. Oh. 'Cause they wanted ARK, huh? No, that's not why. Ah, of course it's Victor. 'Cause they had feelings for me. Oh, and he's actually crying in this. He's like, baby, I love you. Take me with you in the ARK. I'm sorry, it's only meant for two. Damn it, why'd you tell me then? It was Victor. He tried to stop my loop by force. He said almost the same thing you are now, that I don't need to bear this all on my own any longer, that I should leave it to someone else and rest in peace. Or rest in pieces, as the case might sometimes be. Sorry, my mouth is just super dry today. It seems like he didn't want me to suffer for his own sake, but no, it wasn't for his sake. It was for mine. I simply wanted to see the person I love smile. I carried everything alone out of guilt, but that betrayal opened my eyes. So I'll tell you everything I can. That is why I've come here. Billy, you might not be qualified to go to the next loop. Your copy ability is more useful than my injustice. But this current loop is valuable. It's because Fuko and Andy are like progressed further than they ever have, in all the other loops. Excuse me. We have someone with the power to kill God, who has lived long enough to meet us. Unluck. That girl is our hope. And, it's adorable. Like, they're on the plane together, and she's like, I'm holding on to your tie because it's comforting. Oh, she's adorable. Will you join us in the battle, or betting it all on her? I'm sure she will negate this negator. That's what they're called. Negate this accursed fate. He just kind of stares at her. That helped explain quite a lot. Okay. What is going to be your answer? You're right. Now isn't the time for us to be fighting. But Tilla, pass me a cube. Cube? What's the? It's the cube, boy. Give me the cube, boy. For first Transformers movie. Still, are you sure? Before we fight Winter, I'm sure. We can't take the first seat of the Union lightly. Juiz, you've always been almost always right. Bah. Okay, what? Burn is eating the cube, apparently. Or what I assume is the cube. It looks like it. Excuse me. But that's not good enough. Okay, so Burn is fully powered again. We can't jump. So what was the cube for? Was it freaking accelerant or some kind of fuel for him? We can't join forces. I've determined that that's the best way to kill God. But there's no changing my mind. Even so, I still believe in you. Wait, what the hell? What is that spoil that she's got under her cloak? Billy, you're too kind. Wait, what's going on? Why does the cube look... Is it spoiling? Let's see. Well, Burn, long time no see. Yep, that is spoil, alright. I love that just Winter's in the background, like, just doesn't really care. I wonder if it's a fairly dormant kind of thing. Like, it just sets up a massive, like, blizzard, tundra-like area. And it just kind of like, you'll die before you ever reach me. And I'll just, keep it going forever. Eternal winter. That's my thing. So this is kind of a cool panel. Burn versus Spoil. Like, I don't know how Spoil would really have an effect on a flame, but we'll see. And Burn would be super effective against any spoiling effects, I would assume. He's not weak to them, but he could also burn any spoilage. This is perfect, since all you can do is burn and char. I'll get to teach you about the beauties of spoil. And Burn's just over here roaring. Like, raw. I'll follow the Union's rules if you want to raise objections. Prove your point with power. Okay, she has a flaming sword. And he's pulling out his gun, so we're going to have quite a little duel. it's almost like a stand fight in a way, because you've got like the two of them there, and then you've got like their giant Yumas, which are like their stands, and then you've just got like winter in the background. So and that's the end of the chapter. Okay, wasn't a bad chapter. Wasn't a bad chapter. Um, okay, so winter was kind of their like fallback plan for Under. It was like, hey, we've got like its antithesis. It's like ultimate weakness, in the form of burn. So it's like we could easily take it out. So we'll use that as a bargaining chip. So we just kind of been waiting here with it while you've been taking out the other three. And then when you was like, okay, time to go get winter, the last season of the year kind of deal. And then it's like, oh crap, Billy's already here kind of deal. So then they'd have to exchange. So yeah, ARK for the table. It doesn't really sound like a good deal, but I mean, the table is very crucial, so I guess it would be the more valuable object in the exchange. And I mean, the fact that Billy would just kind of screw up anyway, I kind of want to see what would have happened. But either way. So, sadly, we didn't get to see anything on Summer, which I'm that was like the one I'm most interested for. But hey, Winter has a cool design enough. It's like very basic. It kind of looks like a Pokemon, or at least a, what do they call them? Ultra Beast. So it has kind of that vibe about it. Just the single eye and a shard of ice. So yeah. But anyway, so yeah. ARK is on its last legs at this point, which then does bring up the question, do all the artifacts have a finite amount of energy? I mean, the fact that she's been using ARK continuously millions of times as far as I'm concerned. So it's like, yeah, I guess that you can't just fill up the tank, so to speak. So, but that makes you wonder, do all the artifacts have that same kind of finite energy? Maybe so, maybe not. It's just because of the way that everything resets and they have to keep gathering the artifacts and stuff, they never really run out of energy or get anywhere close because they, what, how much time really passes, for these artifacts. So, yeah. But, yeah, so we're going to have a big old boss battle kind of deal going on next chapter. I like it. I like it a lot. So, yeah. I do like that Juiz wanted to extend like a union of Union and Under to, kind of get them collabing. That was the hope, I guess, in the form of Fuko. It's like, will you, help us to allow Fuko to use her power to finally kill God? Because we believe it is, it's like the twist of fate because she normally dies. So yeah. But yeah, so but Billy ain't buying it. Maybe if he gets his butt stomped, he'll change his mind, but who's to say? But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Let me know what you thought about this chapter. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Sub goal is 500, so 500. If you can help out, please do. Check out I already said that, didn't I? Check out my other content, all that good stuff. Links down below for all my other I keep messing this up. Check down below for my other social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Quiche-lings. Big ol' fight coming up, and I'm all for it.